Hi, I'm Shark Whitebeard, the bosun mate for the pirate ship Bluffbreeze Revenge. And we're here today making a video basically on our experience at the Port Nassau Pirate Festival. What I'm going to talk about today is our camp setup and our crew mission, what we're trying to accomplish there. Basically, our crew mission was that we were open to everybody. Anybody was welcome to come into our camp and hang out. Wanted to make everybody feel welcome. We wanted to be a good host and to kind of tell everybody that, to communicate to everybody that we're not a vendor. We weren't selling anything. And most people this day and age, they think about, when you try to invite them in to do something, that they're trying to get money from them. And that's not what we were doing. We were just a camp, a pirate camp set up to try to make the festival a better place and let people have more fun and interact with all of us. We had a sign outside saying we're not a vendor, but people would look inside and check it out and like maybe they wanted to come in, but maybe they didn't know what to expect. And I would always, people look like they want to come in, I'd invite them in and say, hey, come on in. And they didn't know what to do, and I tell them, hey, we're not a vendor, we're not selling anything, sit down, have a shot of rum or whatever you want. We were a full-service camp in the fact that it's really hot during the day, so we had cold water on ice and Gatorade, specifically because I don't want people to get dehydrated, so we always offered them a cold drink if they wanted. We also had root beer and cream soda for the kids if they wanted something. I had cold beer on ice, and mostly we served rum. We had all kinds of different types of rum that we would serve. Basically, what we're looking at is we also had a first aid kit in case somebody got injured or something. This one gal did cut her hand up pretty good, and she came in and she was bleeding. And the Captain Fox and Flip were able to jump on that really quick and get her hand all patched up. And we got her on her way to the aid station, and they said that they did a pretty good job patching her up. And we got her away like that. So we also had sunscreen we'd offer to people, but usually by the time they got into us, they were already burnt pretty good, so the sunscreen wasn't going to do them any good. We had a charging station for their cell phones. We could hook up to it with a solar battery that was set up. Captain Fox had that set up for people. People would come in, and a lot of times I said, if you have your cell phone, you can take pictures. A lot of them said, well, my cell phone, ran out of juice yesterday or something, and we tell them you can charge your cell phone up right here at our place if you want. What we also provided was pirate games, and that was on our sign outside. Said, hey, come on in and enjoy some pirate games. Usually card games and dice, and we had a table over here. Usually got a group of people there playing Cards Against Humanity, and they're always laughing and really loud and stuff, and so it meant that to me that they were having a really good time. And I'd go over there, wander over, see if they wanted drinks or whatever they wanted, and kind of provide that for them as a good host. They were also shooting dice, playing dice games and stuff at this other table over here. Mostly people were having a really excellent, fun time laughing, and you felt all that energy and that good vibration, and that's what we live for. That's what I came here for. We also had a dog dish full of water because people come by with their dogs and they look really thirsty, and we put a thing of water out for them so they could have a drink, and the dogs usually shot right over for that. And because it was so hot, and that was always good to know. We had a ship's log, which was a leather-bound journal we had for the last 2 years, so people would come over, and I would ask them if you wanted to sign the ship's log. I drew little pictures of pirate ships and octopus and stuff like that, skull and crossbones on the pages, and I told them go ahead and find a blank page and write whatever they wanted on it. And a lot of people wrote little poems. Some of them did. Some people wrote whatever they felt like they're feeling really good. Some people did some artwork on there. They draw little pictures and art in our journal. We had colored pins that they could use and express themselves, and we always encouraged that. If they wanted to, I said, hey man, sign something, write your name down or something like that. Other than that, I remember that we were trying to get our name thrown out there so people would come. I think people even heard about us and said, oh, is this Shark's Tavern? And they were looking for us. We were way in the back that last year. So I think I don't know if we were hard to find, but if you knew where to look, you could find us. I remember there was one incident where it was at night, and the table was full of people playing Cards Against Humanity and laughing. There's people out there shooting dice, there's people at the bar having drinks and having good conversations and everything else. And this group walked in, and it was like 3 gals and 3 guys, and they looked like professional people, maybe their early 30s. And they looked around and saw the energy and the fun and everything that was going on. And I said, hey, you guys come on in. And I said, whatever would you like? I'll make you drinks and do whatever you want. Get any kind of drink you want. And this one gal just looked around and she goes, oh my God, and she kind of yelled at. She goes, well, who's paying for all this? Who's doing this? And I told her, Captain Fox. I said, he's a multimillionaire, he's independently wealthy, and he springs for all of this, and you should thank him. And she goes, oh, really? God, what a sweetheart, what a nice guy. But, I just made that up. We all pulled together to put it on. And Flupu, his wife, said, oh, he should have just went with it. I mean, if they want to think he's a millionaire, let him do it. It's kind of funny. But, that was one incident where people came in and they had a really good time and wanted to thank us. And that's what we live for, to do that. So, thanks a lot. And that's the end of this video.